Hello, hi, welcome to Yedidia Shofet.net and welcome to Parshat Vayetze. Yaakov Avinu, our great forefather, he's fearing for his life, he's running away, he has absolutely nowhere to go except for only one direction. And on his way, after sleeping the night on a bunch of stones, after dreaming things in which that is inexplainable, he ends up by a group of shepherds who are just a bunch of loiterers, or we say in Farsi, talabkars, that pretty much have nothing to do. Why? Because they're just sitting by a well. All their sheep, all their livestock, they need water to drink. So what does Yaakov tell them? He tells them, what are you guys doing? Everyone needs to eat. Everyone needs to eat. You're just sitting around here. Why did you give up on pushing this stone that you're saying is the barrier between you and your animals? So you're thinking about it, that Yaakov, in middle of all, he's running away from everything. He's going to give musar, he's going to give rebuke to a bunch of shepherds. In middle of all this, what are you trying to do? So it shows the greatness of the forefathers. It shows that no matter what was going on with themselves, they still tried to care and tried to improve the other situations of other people. However, you have to always see how the forefathers would attend their knowledge, how they would convey their ideas, how they would convey their ideologies as well, in order that it wouldn't be too repulsive, if not at all, in order that it only brings good out of the fellow. That's why Yaakov, when he came over to the people, he said something very interesting. He didn't say, why is the stone on the rock, why can't you guys do anything? No. He said, my brothers. The first thing that he started off with was, my brothers. What does my brothers mean? Does he know these guys? No. Does he have any relation with these guys? No. But he says, my brothers. And then afterwards he begins to talk. What is so significant about these words, my brothers? So I'll tell you a beautiful story. The story goes off with a Hasidic rabbi. Now this rabbi, he was suffering from palpitations for his heart. And they told him, please go check a cardiologist, see what's going on with yourself. Are you okay? Is everything fine? So he goes, he checks the cardiovascular ward in one of the hospitals. And he's sitting there and he's getting more nervous. And the nurse is asking him questions and he can't even answer the nurse. And he's getting more and more scared. He doesn't know what to do. And then the nurse tries to put on the electrodes all over his chest, all over his arms. And as time goes by, he just is starting to go off the charts. Everything's beating hard and the monitors are just beeping away. So the nurse doesn't know what to do. He gets the cardiologist, the top cardiologist come. The cardiologist comes in the room. He sees this Hasidic rabbi over there. And this cardiologist had a little kippah on his head. And he looks at him and says, Achi, hakol beseder? In a couple words in Hebrew, he says, how are you doing, my brother? How's everything? Within those couple of words, believe it or not, this was a story. This was on the East Coast, where the Hasidic rabbi, immediately his charts began to slowly relax, began to slowly temper, began to slowly show that, look, I don't have to worry as much. He didn't sweat as much afterwards. All from a couple of words. Why is that? What impression does that make? So I'll tell you, for my Persian brethren out there, that whenever you go across the world, no matter if you're in Israel, no matter if you go to parts of downtown LA, in New York, anywhere you go, it doesn't make a difference. And you're shopping in a store, and you're curious, you feel a little bit strange, or you feel something. What does the store owner tell you if he's also a Persian? Shema Irani Asti. What does that mean? You're also Persian? Or even if you go to an Israeli place, and the guy says, Ata Israeli? Says, are you Jewish? You're Israeli? Automatically a repertoire begins to build over here. And once it begins, they start to feel more comfortable. They start to adapt towards each other. They start to feel towards each other. Yaakov understood this. He understood how to build a comfort level before he even gives that level of musar, that level of rebuke, that level to improve one another. He didn't just go to them and just say, move this stone, what are you doing, you lazy good-for-nothings. He actually came over to them and said, my brothers. True, he could have been on a much higher level, but no, you don't put yourself high above anyone, you don't put yourself lower for anyone, you go as an equal. And you say, my brothers. And you ask them, And that's what he did. He asked them. He comforted them. He began to be like their camaraderie, as they say. And by going into that section, they were able to finally hear what he had to say. If not, they just would have blotted him out. That is the true power of our forefathers. And that is a power in which that we have to inherit today. We may see things in which that one another, you're not so happy, not so proud of. But realize it's not just it's not just what you're gonna rebuke him on, but it's how you're gonna rebuke him. How you wish to actually help a person out. A person is studying for a test, and you keep bugging him to study. That may not be the best way. A person, he has a big project, and all you do is stress him out. That's not the best way. It's how you approach each and every situation. How you show that you're also in an equal situation. Yaakov showed that, I'm also like a shepherd. And by doing that, he built a comfort level with one another. And by building a comfort level, he showed that, look, Ata Israeli? Are you Jewish? So am I. He showed a comfort. And he was able to build on that. He was able to actually show these shepherds that, look, that don't worry about it. But still, you could do better. And that was the power, and that was the impact that our forefathers had. I want to wish you a beautiful Shabbat, a beautiful time around your family. Shabbat Shalom.